Hey, good morning, beautiful people. Hope you're having an amazing morning. It's a little chilly out this morning, so I got a little heat on. Nothing crazy because I really enjoy the cold. So today we're going to be quick, straight into the point. Today is day 7, and I want to share with you how I stay disciplined even when I don't feel like it, right? I'm not going to lie, it's been a couple mornings I've been like, I don't know if I want to post today or whatever, but you got to stay disciplined. You got to stay true to it. I got a goal, right? And my goal is to do this for 15 days straight, not just to grow my channel or grow my reach or whatever, but also to share some important messages, right? 15 impactful messages that can help you get from one point to another, or at least make you think about it so you know what things you need to do. And, I've had to completely change my morning routine to make sure I get these in and still pray and do my thing and talk to my kids and, get ready, come out here, do this, try to upload it real quick. You just got to stay disciplined, right? Because my purpose is more important than the quote unquote pain. So I want to make sure that I do it. So one of the things that, that dives us right into the first thing is because I focus on the long-term benefits. I don't focus on the short-term comfort. So yeah, it may make me have to wake up a little bit earlier. It may make me have to, pop this in before I head to work or record while I'm driving and then upload when I get to work parking lot or whatever the case may be. Maybe do it that evening, however you see fit. But I see it as like that hot and fresh, right? That's how Little Caesars has stayed in business for so long. It's not because of things like, I'll say companies like Little Caesars. I don't want to get in trouble, right? Sometimes it's not about the taste of the product, right? In that space, it's more, or the benefits of what health benefits that product brings. Sometimes it's just about the convenience, right? How many of y'all have seen the examples where the company with the letter at the top of it, somebody puts a French fry under their seat and it stays there for years and years and years, right? It doesn't decompose the way that they would assume, food should, right? So that company is not known for its extravagant health benefits, right? But it is known for its convenience. It's known for its quick and go, right? So what I think about when I think about things that are discomforting, right? Altering my schedule, having to do things a little bit different from what I'm used to, I have to remember those long-term benefits, right? And those long-term benefits are, like I said, expanding my reach, or expanding the brand, pushing out a good message, feeling good. These are things that I can look back on too when I feel like I need a little bit more, push in a certain area, a certain topic, and I can look back on my own videos. So long-term benefits are more important sometimes than that short-term comfort. So I create routines that eliminate the need for motivation. And what I mean by that is, when I think about like my morning routine, right, my children are a part of it. I love talking to my kids in the morning, talk about their day, kind of what some of their goals for the day, what some things they might have accomplished yesterday or they didn't and they want to accomplish today. And so that's like a motivation reminder, because it's reminding me that, if I keep doing the things that I'm doing, I can expand my time with them, right? I'll get a reward of more time with them, and then I'll be able to alter, how I make money and different things like that. And so in a way that will shape around what's convenient for me, right? I said it, it's the truth, right? You want to build things that make sense for you. What are your goals? Those are my goals, right? And so, a lot of like content creators and different things like that, you think about when they went from, a 9 to 5 or whatever, and then recording these late night, editing them, posting them, to where now they're full-time content creators, so they have a little bit more control over their time, right? And now they get to do more things that they love. And you just think about how inspiring that would be, to put the things that you love first, and then be able to, and even content creation, and then be able to make money, right? And make a living for yourself. But that constant reminder is right there in front of you. Some people put it in like material things, jewelry, cars, house, blah, blah, blah. But some people value their time with their family, the value of, working on things that they love versus going to a job doing something that they don't love, right? And a lot of those pushes for that is because they achieved it. They reached out for it, they put in the work, they worked hard for it, and now they achieved it, right? And just think about how motivating that is for them to keep going and keep striving for more and keep pushing, striving. And keep pushing and keep going after even more goals, like raising their level of goals, right? After they've already achieved a good bit of them. And they're creating routines that motivate them as they go. So it's incredible how things can turn, right? Next, I remind myself where I started. I think to the date of this, I probably have 900 subscribers, right? Obviously, for monetization, your goal is 1,000 and 3,000 watch hours in a year period or whatever. But beyond the monetization, goal or push, I also look at the simple fact that, the reach, that's crazy, right? 3,000 people on TikTok, almost 2,000 people on Instagram, whatever the case may be, and continuing to grow. And I remind myself where I started. I started at 0. Yep, no secrets there, right? I didn't come on to these platforms and just, I joined and then that day it was, thousands. Nah, I started at 0. I remember back different methods and different things that I was talking about. And, even at one time I had one of my virtual agents working on graphics for me on Instagram. And then it was just a lot of different things because I was going in a lot of different directions, right? Once I started to kind of sit down and focus, what did I want to do? What do I want to talk about? What kind of content do I want to push out? I was able to kind of find that. I'm not going to call it a niche, but I was able to find that area, right? That at least we're on the right highway, right? It's still a couple different lanes, but we're on the right highway. And so, thinking back where you started, maybe you go a bit farther than where you started for content creating. Maybe you go back to when you didn't have the job that you have. Maybe you go back to when you were growing up. Maybe you go back, maybe you had a rough childhood. Don't ever forget where you came from. Because if you do, then you won't put in the same amount of effort, because you'll confuse yourself and think, oh, it's been like this. It hasn't been like that. You worked hard to get there. You need to remember that you worked hard to get there so you can push for the next level, right? So if you remind yourself and not get a rude awakening, that'll help. It'll humble you, right? And it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes looking back is a very positive thing. You look back and you remember, where you came from, and you gain a sense of appreciation, right, and value. So yeah, looking back where I came from definitely keeps me disciplined. And then the last thing is setting up accountability, either personal or external. Remember, I told y'all I like to have accountability meetings, right? Whether it's with my partner or, and usually with my partner, it's more intimate goals, right? It's more things that are a little bit personal. But we can talk about business goals and different things like that. Or whether it's with, an accountability partner, family, friend, whatever, old business partner, new business partner, mentor. You want somebody that you could say, hey, these are the things that I'm working on, and they can check on it, right? What are those milestones? AJ, have you had a chance to, you say you was going to hit this by this date. You haven't done it, right? And it's that thing where, accountability is one of those things. Like, think about Simba, right? Being held over the mountain cliff and being put up. You actually get to look and see all the things. Oh, I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do this. All right. And I'm being held by somebody. I'm being held accountable by someone. And I don't want them to let go, because then I'm going to fall into, the demise, right? I'm going to fall into the things that, I haven't done, and they're going to tear me up, right? But if they hold on tight and they're your accountability partner and they're pushing you and, they're motivating you to keep going, and you're using, some of the things that we've already talked about, they can go ahead and pull you back onto safe ground because you're hitting your goals, right? You're on a solid path forward. So don't be afraid today. Don't be afraid to take accountability. Don't be afraid to, link up with an accountability partner. You have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined even when you don't feel like it. Most of the times when you do it, when you don't feel like it, it's going to have a better outcome than when you did. I mean it. It's those mornings that you feel like, I'm not getting up to go to the gym today, and you go to the gym and you crush it. And you might work on that one muscle group that might start showing. I'm just kidding. No, but you'll work on that one quick muscle group. and you'll feel good, or you'll learn something, or you'll build a connection, right? You'll network. You'll just so happen to be lifting weights by somebody that has already accomplished something that you want, and they can give you some tools, some tricks of the trade, whatever the case may be. So take full advantage of that. Take full advantage of the fact that, growth is in your hands. It definitely is. And how disciplined you are and how motivated you are is going to determine that path, right? What is your path to success? That day you don't feel like getting up and dressing well, right? Nah, today I'm going to just slack because I don't feel like it. Nah, dress well. Smell good. Take care of your personal hygiene. Look good. Because that may be the day that you say, you know what? I'm not feeling good, but I'm going to stop at the gas station for an Almond Joy. That's my favorite candy, if you didn't know. And you stop at the store, and when you go to reach to pick up that Almond Joy, you run into somebody that's like, look, I've been looking for you for whatever reason, right? Not in a bad way. Hopefully they ain't looking for you for something bad, but in a good way. And you never know what type of opportunities that you won't miss out on if you just put forth that extra effort. So that's what I want you to do today. I want you to be disciplined regardless. I don't even care if you feel like it or not. I want you to be disciplined regardless. I want you to be motivated regardless. I want you to be strategic regardless. And I want you to have an amazing day. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow so we can talk about some private reflections. All right. Hope y'all have a good day. I go by Jay. Thanks.